Okay, starting off this one with the kid already here.
She needed it.
Yeah. We do our best, guys, okay? We're doing our best out here.
We should do a behind the scenes of what it looks like getting these things going.
Yeah, it's not as pretty as it
No,
looks, I'll tell you that.
you, it's a comedy.
Yes.
It's a chaotic comedy. If you're a parent, you probably just want to turn it off because of the anxiety.
If I'm being honest, I keep hearing something behind us too.
No, I've definitely been hearing something crawling behind us.
Cool, hell yeah.
As long as it's not a gator, we're all right.
Or a snake.
Yeah.
No, now the big kid's terrified.
Our production manager is actually terrified.
All right, well, today we're talking about the things no one talks about.
That's right.
The things no one tells you about full-time road life.
Right. The ups and downs, the inconveniences, the additional work,
The real life stuff.
the additional costs,
Yeah.
all the fun stuff.
Okay, I feel like we can just kind of rapid fire here to start.
Okay.
One that I was literally talking about on the way here is, I know we've mentioned this in one of the previous little series, but we're staying at Jordan's his parents' house.
My mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Jordan. Yes.
I am Jordan.
And they have a rain shower,
Yes.
and it's really luxurious. And I thoroughly enjoy the showers in it. And it just reminds me how much showering is not convenient in this lifestyle.
It really, I mean, we do get to shower. Most campsites have showers. They are like the little public showers that you can go to. I mean, they're not like, it's not like everyone's showering into the same shower together at once.
Yes.
But like, you have your own stall. The water pressure is typically not great. The how hot it goes is
Temp is questionable.
usually questionable. Some of them are great, some of them not so great, where you're getting like a lukewarm shower. Which,
Some of them are when you have to press the button and you only get 3 minutes.
yeah, it's like 3 minutes, and then you have to wait like 6 minutes for it to turn back on. Yeah, so those.
There was one where there were just like spider webs and like spiders everywhere in the shower. Holland didn't even shower. She just sat there in the corner like this. Watched me take a 2-second shower.
Yeah, there's been some questionable showers for sure.
But like, we're sharing the things that like nobody talks about, but it's not to like scare you away from it, because you make do, and you realize that like you don't have to have a luxurious shower to like get through the day.
Yeah.
You learn how to adapt. And then I will say, we do have a shower in the trailer, and when the water gets really hot, and that's not too bad. The only bummer is we use our shower as a storage closet.
Right, because we're in such a small space, which if you haven't listened to the last one about making the most of a small space, we use our shower as like
it's a coat rack, laundry,
trash, all kinds of stuff.
Everything is.
So yeah, I mean, we have been in a situation where we're like, all right, we need to shower, and we just pull everything out, put it on our bottom bunk that is not occupied at the moment.
We're just in the hallway.
We're just in the hallway and take a warm shower. It's a good shower.
Yeah.
It gets nice.
Okay, what else? Rapid fire. How about hooking up the trailer all the time?
Yeah, I'd say just traveling so much and moving from location to location, you literally have to get everything road ready in a matter of like, the first couple hours. Otherwise, you're not pulling into your next campsite until it's dark, and that sucks. And it's one of those things where like, you're like, oh, we'll just bounce around, do that. But it takes a lot of effort to load up the trailer, load up all the stuff, get everything back to where it's supposed to go.
It's a 2-person job. Like usually I'm tackling the inside, getting everybody fed, cleaning it up, making the bed, getting everything secured so that things don't fall off.
Yeah.
And then you're outside like getting it,
hooking it up,
hooked back up to the car,
taking the levelers off.
Yeah.
Unplugging from if we're at an electrical hookup or water, or draining the sewage. All of that stuff takes a lot of prep and work. Just to get back on the road.
I'll say though, like there's always excitement on like a travel day though, because you're like, okay, now we get to go to like a new place and the next thing, and there is excitement to it, and we've gotten pretty dang proficient at it. So it's really not like, it's a chore, but it's not something that we like dread doing.
No, and it's like one of those things, like we're not going to 9-to-5 jobs every day.
Yeah.
So like these little things that you have to do to make sure that you're efficiently traveling and making sure that you're not taking care of all your stuff.
Yep.
They're really not that bad. Like I I enjoy the setup and breakdown now. I mean, there's
Yeah.
days that I haven't enjoyed it.
Yeah. When it's freezing
Like if
cold.
it's freezing cold, or it's raining, or we all got some sort of weird bug in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the times where you're like, I don't want to do this right now, but we have to push on because we already got our location scheduled for the next spot.
Here's another one for me. Allergies.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had allergies before. And then when we were in Texas, staying in this state park full of cedar trees, I found out that cedar fever is a thing.
Yeah,
and
did.
It wrecked me. And being in Florida, I guess there's an initiation to being in Florida, and it's allergies. And I guess they're pretty rough here. And I've definitely been feeling them. Like, we've literally been sneezing since we got here a month ago.
For sure. And when you're planning your travel, you're not like thinking about like, man, I wonder if I'm going to have like really bad allergies there. Yeah. Like, you're just looking at a place like, oh, it's a cool
I've
spot.
never had them before. So they definitely like caught me off guard.
So yeah, that's definitely something that I think both got caught off guard with. We're like, this is so wild. Like, we look at this destination, we're like, this is beautiful, this looks fun. And we end up getting terrible allergies and being kind of miserable in that sense. But also, it's kind of just part of it. Like, we've started to embrace the uncomfortability of getting into new places and having new environments.
You could have allergies at home. You know Absolutely. What I mean? You could have allergies at your 9-to-5 job.
Exactly.
We don't have either of those things.
I'm actually allergic to work now. What else?
You don't realize, like, I don't know how cautious you have to be with water if you had to fill your tanks up and then you were somewhere, which I will say, we haven't necessarily ran out of water, but your gray tank fills quicker. Because remember, we literally thought that the sink was clogged.
Right.
Because it was overflowing.
Yeah.
But then it started coming out of the shower. We were like, oh, shoot.
And I realized quickly
what if it's the gray water?
It was the gray water.
So we had to go and empty that to be able to actually like do dishes.
Well, that's another thing. So if you're boondocking or you don't have full hookups would be water, electrical, and sewage. That way everything can drain as it comes in like you would have a normal house. If you don't have that, you have to be very cautious about either how much water you're using, if there's no water hookup, how much your gray water is filling up. So when you're doing dishes and stuff like that, you're not overfilling and you're being very, very cautious with how much water you're actually using. Depending on how long you're going to be there. If you're going to be there for like 2 days, it's not a big deal. But like 3-4 days, you have to be very cautious.
Yeah, it's funny, when we got to your brother's house, I was like rinsing stuff in the sink and I would turn it on the lowest level, rinse and then turn it off, like grab the next item. Like, it took me a while to like get out of that mentality and just like do dishes or brush my teeth like a normal person.
Yeah, and honestly, it might not be a bad idea for everybody to live in an RV with a capacity for a gray water tank just to stop wasting water.
That's right.
Helps you conserve.
Yep. What else?
Let's see. We got trying to think what else was like a surprise.
I know.
Drive times. So another one for us was like drive times, and like you think like, okay, a 4-hour, 5-hour trip, not too bad. Like, I can do that in a day. But when you're constantly traveling and
when you're towing,
4 to 5 hours broken up with children and breaks and pee breaks.
And we're going slow, and we have to fill up the tank way more often than we normally do when you're towing. So it really slows you down.
Yeah. So you don't think about those things. You're like, oh, we'll just make it to here in 4 hours, then we're gonna have the rest of the day.
Yeah.
A 4-hour drive is going to eat up your entire day.
Yes, it is.
You can leave at 9 a.m. and you're still going to get there around 4 just because you're breaking it up. And again, it's because we do have children as well, and they can't just sit in the car endlessly. But that was one thing that was kind of like, I think we were both like, okay, these drive days, like, we prefer to go like 3.5 hours max. 4 hours would be pushing it.
And we like stopped doing like our normal like big breakfast in the morning because it just ate up too much of the day. Like, we found that we enjoyed just like get up and go before like the girls are even fully awake, because then you can get an hour like under your belt before everybody's like, I'm hungry, and then you stop and make that a thing. Yeah,
it's like cereal and yogurt, and we're just back in the car.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're doing our whole Blackstone breakfast if we're staying for a while.
Yes. But you know, you learn to just slow down, and like we're in no rush, you know, and the travel days can be part of the fun, and I try really hard to like prep ahead and try to find us like decently cool places to stop if possible, or if anything, we stop at like free parks and stuff, and like the girls can go and play on the playground, and we can eat a lunch and whatever and hop back in.
Well, I think initially, like, our first leg of the trip, we were trying to get to the East Coast, Florida area within a certain amount of time.
Yeah. We were moving quicker than we probably would have liked to.
Yeah, and there is a portion of that we'll be doing just getting back to the West Coast. But after that, I mean, we can kind of break our trips up into longer stays, which is what we plan on doing anyways. And get more.
We'll be in places that we're like excited about too. That we're gonna want to spend a while in.
And I mean, every place that we've been so far has been exciting, but like there's places that we're like, that's where we want to go.
And what's cool is when you're living this lifestyle, like you get to make it whatever you want.
For sure.
You don't have to like do the long drive times. You don't even have to see the whole country. Right. Like that doesn't have to be the goal. I think a lot of people think that it's like, how can you do all 50 states or how can you hit every national park or whatever? And you don't have to do it that way. Because to be honest, from our experience so far, it kind of takes the fun out of it. Like to be rushing all the time, you know, it gets kind of stressful. And then you're just, I don't know, it's more fun to take your time and enjoy a cool place for a longer period of time, right? In my opinion.
No, I'm with you. 100%.
But you get to make it whatever way you want, you know, but just be prepared. Travel days are a bigger ordeal than you probably think they are.
Yeah, they're exhausting.
Yeah.
Like they are they take it all out of you in every aspect. So I mean, and some are smooth and some are not. So it's just like anything else. But
laundry has actually not been that bad. In my head, I was thinking that I would be hand washing like clothes and like hang drying a lot more often. But it's been really, really cold and raining a lot or snowing. Like you cannot do your laundry outside. It's not even an option.
Yeah.
Luckily, we haven't really needed it because we can go, I'd say about 5 days to a week comfortably before our like laundry bin is overflowing. And also keep in mind, like we said on the previous episode, we're all capsule wardrobes. So you get to a point where you're like, I literally don't have any pants left or any underwear or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of the campsites do have washing machines, which is cool. But you do have to pay for them, and they're not necessarily cheap.
That was surprising, I think, for us. That was a big surprise, was seeing how much they're charging for laundry nowadays.
Yeah.
Like for 2 loads of laundry with a dryer and everything, it's like $10.
$10. Yeah.
What?
That's like $10 a week just to do some laundry. Like, that's kind of a crazy,
right?
Or more. I mean, you're spending over $50 easily on laundry
for
a week, and that's not counting, you know, your like detergent and all that stuff, which is relatively inexpensive. But
I think another thing is just like weather. When you're going places and you're planning out your trip and you're doing all this, like we definitely tried to think about that initially because driving in the winter.
Yeah, because we started Christmas,
right?
Like the coldest time of the year in most places,
and like driving across the middle of America and it's freezing. We took all that into consideration, and we had family members and friends that reached out and were like, hey, maybe avoid this area, whatever. But you kind of don't think about, like, when you get to a destination, like, it's going to be all peaches and rainbows, you know what I mean? And then you get there and it's pouring rain and you're like, all those activities that I had planned are now like ruined. Like we have to hang out or figure out somewhere to go and entertain the kids, and you know, maybe those outdoor activities weren't something that we could actually do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only in a place for like 3 or 4 days and the weather sucks that whole time,
and it's raining or snowing,
it's such a bummer.
3 days, it sucks. But we've made the most of it for sure. Like, I mean, we got snowstorms in Colorado, and luckily the place that we stayed, because of the snowstorm, we had like a heated like hot springs pool and all that.
Well, we actually started our trip off with it raining in Zion for Christmas, and we had like the muddiest campsite out of all of them. But I actually kind of liked it. I think one, because we were just starting, we were on such a high and we were so excited. I was like, I literally don't care.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing could happen and I'm still buzzing, you know?
For sure.
But we both were saying, if you start the trip out like hard, it just kind of preps you and makes you have the confidence to be like, if we can do it in these conditions, we're going to be so fine when the weather's great.
Yeah, it was almost like a little trial run, like a test to see if we were cut out for it.
I'd almost rather that than like go into it and be like naive and then like it absolutely perfect everything and be like, this is easy and great, we love this, and then something bad happened and then be like, what do you mean? What are we doing?
We can't do this.
Yeah. So weather for sure. Shoes was one that was tricky in the beginning, especially because it was raining and muddy when we started. But I didn't want like dirty shoes in the trailer all the time. But then you don't really, it's like when you're camping and you need to like you have a shoeless tent and you get something out of the tent. And you have to like take your shoes off and then unzip the tent and go in and get it and then come back out and zip the tent back up and put your shoes on. Like any camper out there knows what we mean. Same thing applies for like the trailer.
Yeah.
Like you put your shoes on and you go and do whatever and you're cooking dinner outside on the Black Stone and you're like, shoot, I forgot cheese for the burgers. Well, now you either have to crawl on your hands and knees, which we did a handful of times, or literally like unlace your Doc Marten boots and go in and grab the item and then come back out and then lace them back up before you can go and finish cooking, you know.
Having some sort of slip on, whether it's a boot, depending on the terrain and the weather, having a slip on is ideal. Just like being around the trailer. Which I kind of made my boots into slip-ons. I just
keep them loose.
Didn't tie them after a while. But yeah, shoes were definitely. You actually don't need as many shoes as you think you do. Like
no,
one lighter pair, one heavier pair for colder weather, and maybe some slides or a sandal for like showers and that type of thing.
Yep.
But outside of that, you really don't need that much.
No, you really don't. But one thing that I can think that they don't tell you is how empowering and freeing and fun and liberating this experience can be.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think for all of us, I think we've gotten to do and like experience so many things just in the short couple months that we've been doing it. And they're just memories that we'll never forget. And there's been a lot of cool things and there's been a lot of challenging things, but it's all, and this sounds cliche, but it's about the experience. It's about the journey and not the destination. And that's 100% true with living this type of lifestyle.
For sure. I think on social media, you see a lot of like young couples or single people, but like this lifestyle is also for families. But thanks for being here. We have 2 more after this. I hope you guys will stick around.
See you next time.
Don't forget to follow us on Lone Wolf Podcast. That's Lone, WOLFE Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Thank you for following the Lone Wolf Podcast and the miniseries.